Okay, sir.
Yeah, sorry for inconvenience.
Okay, sir. No problem. Please continue, sir. No problem.
And now PPT is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Now
Okay, sir.
this program is from December 9th to 14th. As a part of this program, so today I am going to give one and a half lecture on the next topic. Here is the problem. Mm. Actually, what is happening? One open board software I am using for writing the things, but it
Okay,
is not working because of that one. The moment of this,
sir. Only PPT enough, sir. No problem, sir.
yeah, PPT is enough. In that
Okay,
case,
sir. No problem.
yeah, in that case, now I am quit that one. Yeah, fine. Now
Okay, sir.
coming to the today's topic. Topic is energy policy and AI driven decision making. Okay,
Okay.
this
Okay,
is
sir.
my topic today. And coming to the contents of today's topic. So, what is AI? Then followed by history of AI and why is AI is important for this renewable energy sources. Then how does AI works and the advantages and disadvantages while you are implementing this AI thing is important, and we are going to see. Then under the sixth one, the role of AI in renewable energy systems. The seventh part is challenges of AI in renewable energy. So when we implement it or when we are using this AI in renewable energy systems, what kind of challenges or technical issues we are going to face it? That one we are going to see under this section 7. And the eighth point is nothing but AI in the energy sector. As per our today topic is, or as per our today topic, as a part of my topic, energy sector is the important. How this AI plays a vital role in this energy sector, we are going to see. The ninth one is the energy policy and AI-driven decision making. Then after this one, so as a part of this renewable energy sources, so nowadays the in majority of the cases the research is going on with respect to the high gain DC to DC converters. So this is only to create the motivation among the participants. So one special topic I am going to cover, that is nothing but the high gain DC to DC converter, then followed by references. Okay, fine. Now coming to the definition of AI before my sessions. So I think this is the fifth day session. Already you are aware about this AI. What is the AI? AI is nothing but the artificial intelligence. So instead of or without the involvement of human beings, humans, how this AI is working effectively or efficiently in the real-time world. So the one good definition of this AI, so that is nothing but artificial intelligence is a concept. This is the one concept that was born almost at the same time as computer science. So it is the intelligence, artificial intelligence, when computer science, when the concept of computer started, computer science phenomenon is started. At that time only this artificial intelligence was there, but at that time the effect utilization of this artificial intelligence is not observed. From the start, from the beginning of this computer science, researchers have tried to imitate the way humans thinks trying to endow computers with some form of intelligence. Okay, fine. But currently, the most accepted definition, one good definition I gave, simply we can say, what is the AI, artificial intelligence? Shortly, we can say AI. What is the meaning of that one? That is the nothing but the field of the study of, or we can say the study of intelligent agents. The study of intelligent agents, simply we are called as a AI. So AI, in order to observe the AI phenomenon, or in other way concept effectively, this AI involves the intelligent agents. So then the AI is nothing but the intelligent agents, we can say. Intelligent, what is meant by intelligent agents? Immediately you may have the doubt, what is meant by intelligent agents? The intelligent agents are systems that by some means are capable of perceiving their surroundings and in some way reacting to them with the intention of achieving a set of goals. So this is the intelligent agents. Then one best examples. So the AI definition we have seen, that is about the intelligent agents. Intelligence agents are nothing but the systems, so which are capable of so getting some data, and according to that one required data, it is try to produce the required data. So one of the simplest example of an intelligent agent is a thermostat. So one, you take one example, a thermostat. It perceives the temperature of a room. It observes, or it measures the temperature of a room and its environment, and its temperature of a room, and it interacts with it is to achieve a specific temperature. So suppose, let us say, I want the 45-degree temperature at this moment. So then what this AI, if you implement this thermostat with AI, so okay, then what the AI do in this case? So the AI first, it perceives the temperature of the room, or in other way it measures the temperature of the room, and let us say it is the 40 and my requirement is the 45, and according to that one, so based on the this intelligent agents, so the required temperature is comes into the picture. Always it is going to measure, and the present condition it is going to see, then according to the requirement it is going to modify its algorithm, and it gives. That is the big role of the very important role of the AI. Now the same thing in the next is this slide also the same way. In other way I gave the what is the AI. AI is nothing but the artificial intelligence, is the basis for mimicking human intelligence process by creating and applying algorithms built into a dynamic computing environment. So dynamic, so it time to time it is going to change. So here the requirement so are going to change time to time. So here the AI is nothing but the majorly it is the combination of the algorithm, very effective algorithm, very complicated algorithms. So here in place of the human, so the AI is playing a vital role definitely. So very important are the crucial algorithms we need to develop in order to act as per the dynamic computing environment. Okay, fine. So simply AI is trying to make computers think and act like humans. Simply, I can say here at this moment, what is the AI? AI is nothing but it is nothing but the intelligent agents I said. But here, what is going to do with that intelligent agents? Nothing. So here, in the form of computers, in the form of algorithms. So okay, we these computers think and act like humans. How any human being or all our humans, how we act based on the situation. So these computers also going to act. Okay, at the end you may realize after entire completion of this 6-day workshop, you are going to realize so something is missing with this AI. So many things we can, the things which are not possible with human, then with this AI we can achieve. Now many things we are seeing, writing a letter, so writing a draft, writing a thesis report. So here in the olden days, so to write a thesis or to prepare a one PPT on one particular topic, so lot of time we need to spend. But this time nothing is required. Whatever you want, you simply you type it on charge GPT. So multiple answers that is giving, and according to that one, we are going to change. But something is missing. What kind of things are missing with this AI implementation? At the end, you can realize with this one. So now coming to the examples of AI applications. So now, sorry for interruption, Dr. Anil. So this arrow, this cursor I am changing. Are you able to see this arrow point?
Yes, sir.
So this arrow, whatever the arrow, suppose if
Observe, sir. Observe.
yeah, okay, fine. Then coming to the definition is over. Now coming to the examples of AI applications. So this AI application, especially these three things you can observe: expert systems, a perfect system we are going to achieve, a perfect and a 100%. So the model, whatever the model you want, so such kind of systems, so required systems or required models we are going to achieve by this AI thing. And now coming to the natural language processing. So simply here shortly I mentioned here NLP, natural language processing is also possible, and speech recognition, etc. These are the major applications of the AI what I mentioned here. Now coming to the history of AI. So maybe other speakers, whether I think they covered. Why? Because without this all these basics, so they cannot. So that's why. So here also, so the few minutes we are going to spend on this one. So the history of AI. What is the history of when it started? In the year 1950, in the year 1950 was the time when it all started. So the science of computer science, this concept of computer science or the usage of computers and AI is started. But AI at that time is not popular. So in year 1950 to 1955, almost 5 years of time. So in the year 1955, so John McCarthy, so okay, coined coined the term artificial intelligence. So I can say here in the year 1955, so John McCarthy, he invented, or first time he is used the word like artificial intelligence. So okay, just he thought at the time, so he was thought the word like artificial intelligence. So the 1955 to 1974, almost 20 years. So during these 20 years, so okay, there is a growth, big growth. So the computers became faster and affordable. The usage of the computers, the requirement of the computers, so they became a very faster. So in the year 1974. Now coming to in the year 1980, after 6 years, so okay, after 6 years, the era of artificial intelligence started. So the actual year of artificial intelligence concept is started in the year 1980. So from 1980 to 2000, after a 2 years gap, there is a landmark of AI and the establishment achieved. So therefore, the usage the effective usage of the AI is started in the year 2000. Okay, fine. Then next, so why AI is important? So okay, energy sector is one component. Why this AI is important? So the following are the 5 important or the key reasons. So okay, suppose if I'm using only one kind of ballpoint pen, let us say a Parker pen I am using. So why only our uniball pen I am using, for example? So actually this marker and board is not working properly. Otherwise, I can explain in that one also. Here, why only one particular brand you are using? Why only one particular brand like Parker or Unibulb kind of pen? I like the why. What are the reasons? So like that here also. So some reasons are there. Why only this particular brand? So here also why AI is important in the present scenario. So or in the power sector, I can say, or here in the renewable sector. So these are the reasons for the usage of AI technique or the artificial intelligence are nothing but here I mentioned five key reasons, five important factors influence the AI usage in case of the our renewable energy systems. One is the automation. What is mean by automation? AI automates repetitive tasks. Repetitive tasks. So continuously throughout the day, one work is repeating. In that one, there is no involvement. There is no need of human. So therefore, if you write one algorithm by using this AI, then that will take care of the AI automatic automation. So okay, without the continuous involvement of human beings, so okay, this AI takes care like automation. So AI automates repetitive tasks, boosting efficiency, okay, and productivity across industries. So because of this concept of automation, wherever the automation concept is there, if you go with or if you use AI, then for repetitive tasks that may increase the boosting efficiency, the productivity of that particular thing is going to increase, efficiency is going to increase, and the productivity across the industries overall, the productivity of the productivity across the industries are going to increase. So this is one important application of AI in case of the automation. Now coming to the second important key factor or the key reason is data analysis. So what the AI will do, or what AI with respect to the data analysis, AI processes vast amount or very big data. AI processes vast amount of data quickly. So whatever may be the data, irrespective of the data, some limitations are there in the earlier cases, but AI processes very big data and TBs of data, very big data quickly and enabling better decision making and insights. So earlier, what happened when I was doing my PhD, in order to run one a particular simulation work, which I, in that case, I integrated one solar PV MPPT technique. So for water pumping application. So in that one, some multiple conditions I applied. You know very well about the solar photovoltaic system. So the solar PV system gives the electrical energy with a free of cost by utilizing the environmental or sunlight. Simply we can say by using the sunlight, we are able to generate the electrical energy from the solar photovoltaic system. So again, that electrical energy generation from the solar photovoltaic is also depends upon the like your the temperature and the insulation or the we can say irradiation, and that are going to vary from morning to night. So therefore, based on that conditions, so the power produced by that particular solar PV panel is also going to change. So under such situations, when I was implemented the solar PV, entire day, so in order to complete that simulation, entire day it is going, it happened for the execution of that particular simulation. So now, so because of the latest technology and the implementation of this AI things, so whatever may be the big file or small file, within a minutes of time, we can easily analyze the data. We can easily execute the data. So such kind of advantage is there with respect to the data when we use this AI. Now coming to the third point, third key factor, personalization. What is meant by personalization? AI tailors experiences to individuals, improving customer satisfaction in detail, entertainment, and more. Whatever may be the your application, when this AI implemented, so like the for more important thing in the business point of view, so here the customer is going to satisfy at the end. So at this AI involvement. And coming to the another important point, health care. What this AI do with respect to the what is the role of AI in case of healthcare? Nowadays, this is a very very important with respect to the healthcare point of view. This AI do enhance the diagnostics, early disease detection without the involvement of human beings or human. It improves the diagnostics process very accurately and quickly, and it also detect the early disease early disease any early disease detection and personalized treatments improvement, all that are going to happen with respect to this AI technique, with respect to the healthcare area. Now, coming to the innovation, this is the very important. Every time we are asking, is there any innovation in your project? Any new thing, innovation in the things which does not existing one. Is there any innovation, any new thing, any new technology? Okay, already suppose some BTech or MTech student, they performed one particular project like solar PV system based water pumping application. What is there? Solar PV is already there. For water pumping application means agriculture or domestic water pumps you take, we need the AC motor. In order to get that AC, but solar PV gives the DC. In order to convert that AC to, the DC to AC, again we are going to use the one power electronic converter. So power conditioning, that is nothing but the inverter. So therefore, everything is involved in that project. So then what is your contribution and what is your role? So therefore, in order to make the innovation kind of things, AI drives new technologies. It gives this AI gives the opportunities, or this AI, because of the implementation of this AI, drives new technologies like autonomous vehicles, so self-sustained, so autonomous vehicles are possible, and smart cities are possible, creating new opportunities and industries are possible with the help of this AI. Okay, these are the five key important reasons so why this AI is popular. But okay, we know AI, we know what why this AI is popular nowadays. Applications of AI we know, and how does AI works. AI system learn and improve through exposure to vast amount of data we have to expose, and identifying the patterns and relationships that human may miss. Whatever the relations are missed at what some kind of activities, whatever the activities are missing among the humans or inside of the humans, so vast kind of data we need to collect, and gaps we have to find, and problems we need to identify, and according to that one you need to write the new algorithms. So then there is a success of AI is possible. This learning process often involves algorithms, which are sets of rules. Algorithms, yeah, how this AI works. Main the source for this AI, or this main food for this AI, or main data. Data is the big data is the AI. For this effective working of AI, so definitely we require some big data is required. So for this essay, and what is this data? The learning process is, I said na, one learning process is required. What is that learning process? So this learning process is nothing but the involvement of algorithm, various kind of algorithm, which are sets of, what is meant by algorithm? Algorithm is nothing but that are different sets of rules or instructions that guides the AI's analysis and decision makings. So finally I can say the AI is nothing but the set of algorithm. So are the combination of different algorithms. What is algorithm? Algorithms are nothing but different set of rules. Like, so based on the way of thinking, based on the situation, how human thinks, and according to that one, how human is going to take the decision. So like that. Suppose now the outside environment is very hot. Now immediately I want the AC. According to that one, what I am thinking. So inside what I am thinking, that thing should identify this AI algorithm, and according to that one, without my involvement, AI should turn on. So that is the role of this AI and how it works. AI is nothing but the combination of algorithms, and again, algorithms are nothing but the combination of the sets. Now, what are the advantages or disadvantages? Are the pros and cons of the this AI techniques, or the AI? And so coming to the advantages of this usage or the application of this AI, it eliminates human error and risk. this is the very very important the advantage of this AI. It eliminates the human error and risk. So okay, next, it is available so 24 by 7, but human may work for one automation with respect to the automation, repetitive work from, so with a distance of 100 meters or 200 meters, so from movement of one object to from one x place to y place, so human only some bulk amount of, suppose some bulk amount of the sand or whatever it is, some sand is there, from that sand from x place to y place in order to shift, so human may continuously work from that place to this place. The places are fixed, xy points are fixed. So the movement of person is also from x to y, that is also fixed. That is a repetitive work. So under such situation, without this, human may work from morning, let us say the worst case 6 o'clock to evening 6 o'clock. Then what about after evening 6 o'clock to again early morning? That, so any human wants the rest. So without rest, we cannot work actively and properly. Okay, we cannot take the proper decisions. So then in that case, so here in the absence of this human involvement, even with the help of this AI, so the devices are there, so 24 by 7, so that availability of the device, and there is no disturbance for the work. Next, unbiased decision making. So if human, how kind of the things are going to happen while taking the, while marking and some in admissions in the politics, many things are unbiased things are going to, suppose if one my candidate is there, so I am going to favor to my candidate. If for one interview, so one of my student is if attended, so then according to, so out of that candidates I will give or I will do that kind of, I, I means I cannot, but anyone may favor the known people, to the known people, favorism to the known people. But such kind of unbiased things are not possible in case of this AI implementation. So that's why the third point gives the unbiased decision making. Then repetitive jobs are possible with the help of this one, and cost reduction. So no doubt. So suppose in order to work one particular task, so the human involvement is 10, but with one machine, with one AI algorithm, and we can work with less time. So therefore, the cost to reduction is comes into the picture. No doubt in that one. Data acquisition and analysis is possible. So getting the big data and reading the data, and according to the requirement, fast decision and decisions are possible. And reading the data, it may, without the involvement of computers, only human involvement, it may take more number of days. But with the help of the computers technology and this AI technology, so definitely the data acquisition and analysis and decision is very fast. Digital assistance and faster decision makings are all these possible, are all these are the advantages or benefits we can say by using this AI technology in our in our day-to-day life. So now coming to the cons, or which is nothing but the disadvantages of this usage of this AI. So the costly implementation, no doubt. Why it is costly, sir? So therefore, in order to implement AI means what I said, intelligent. So intelligent. So intelligent agents. So the AI is nothing but intelligent agents. So that are nothing but the algorithms. So for effective working, definitely. So a very innovative type or very good algorithms as per our requirement, all the default conditions we need to consider for the proper working algorithm. So very careful are very, so the complex algorithms we are going to implement. AI means that is not that much simple. So very important algorithms are good algorithms we need to develop. So that's why for that one, so the costly implementation, then definitely we need to assign the that work to the very intelligent people. Intelligent people, they won't come by very less packages, so they cannot come for low packages. So definitely, so only some quality of only some group of people, they can only develop this the important or the very complicated algorithms. So for that one, only top priority one, like some top category people, students only. Suppose in one class, suppose 60 students are there in one section. You take 60 students are there. So while you are making the end exam, so in my case, I am telling, while we are making the end exam, suppose if you are making the end exam for 100 marks, so then while you are making that question paper itself, so 100 marks, some questions we will make every student, they can able to perform or they can able to answer the question. Some kind of questions we can make only the 60% of the students can attempt or they can answer the questions, and some category of questions I can make only the 30% of the people. And some type of problems or the concepts or the questions we can make only the top 10 students of that particular class can attempt and can do the answers. So therefore, that top cream candidates, the top 10 candidates only going to um, implement the such kind of algorithm. That's why, so the packages for the candidates are very high. Therefore, the cost implementation is no doubt involvement. Once it is involved, so the overall gain is also very high. Then that is the another story. Lack of emotion and creativity. So this is the main thing. There is a there is this one is missing. So the original artificial is different, no doubt the natural things are different. So the lack of emotions are and creativity is missing in case of the, as per my experience also. So actually I am the electrical so only little I know about the AI, but as per my knowledge, so in with the help of the AI, with the help of the any algorithm, suppose if I want to execute some particular experiment, no doubt, so one candidate is going to sit and he can write the algorithm. That algorithm can try execute that particular experiment from morning to evening. No doubt I can. But here coming to the this emotions point of view, so the computer and the person cannot. The original emotions are missing and creativity is missing with respect to this AI. No improvement with experience. So okay, there is no improvement with respect to their experience. Reduced jobs for humans. Okay, fine. If everything is done by the machines and if everything is done by the computers or the softwares, and so what is the opportunities so for these humans? And no doubt, so the job opportunities are going to reduce, no doubt, within coming 5 to 10 years. So here the job opportunities for the humans are going to come down. Why? Because instead of 10 or 100 members, only one computers with AI or group of computers with AIs are going to execute the same work. Okay, where the more number of peoples are involved. Ethical problems, this is also very important. Emotions we are missing, the original emotions we are missing, the original ethical values we are missing. As per my point of view, these two things are the very important. So therefore, the lack of emotion and ethical problems. So this is the one drawback. Makes human dependent and could dominate humans. This is no doubt. If you definitely we are going to depend upon this AI and could dominate humans. So this AI technology is going to dominate the humans. So next, role of AI in renewable energy sources. Now, what is the role of AI in renewable energy sources? No doubt, AI plays a crucial role in enhancing and optimizing the use of renewable energy sources. First of all, we should know, we and I, you and I, we should know what is the renewable energy and what kind of energy sources are there before implementing or before integrating this renewable energy sources with AI. First of all, we have to know what is the renewable energy. Okay. what kind of renewable energy sources are available. Let us take solar photovoltaic technology is there, wind energy is there, ocean energy is there, fuel cell is there. So like that, different renewable energy sources are there. Then, and based on that renewable energy sources, so by and what kind of inputs are there for, so let us say solar PV panel or solar panel is there. For that one, what is the input and what is the output? And in order to extract that one, what we require, if all that information is nothing but in the form of data. That information, first we have to identify what kind of renewable energy source is that, then how it works, what is the upper output, and the output is depends upon what. If all the such kind of data is, if you know, then we can easily write the AI, or we can easily implement the AI. AI is nothing but the algorithm. So therefore, I mentioned here, AI plays a crucial role in enhancing and optimizing the use of renewable energy sources by improving efficiency. Utilization is more, no doubt. So the efficiency is, overall system efficiency is going to integration is possible, and sustainability is also possible. Here are some key ways or key ways AI contributes to the renewable energy sector. So here, what is the role of AI, or what are the applications of AI, or what are the activities of AI with respect to the renewable energy sector? One is this AI optimizes production. AI predicts how it optimizes production. How it optimizes the production? For that one, AI predicts and enhances solar. So it predicts the weather. It takes the data every minute to minute, or every fraction of second it collects the data, and according to that one, so okay, it is going to change the operation, and it going to produce the better output at that particular moment. So the AI predicts and enhances solar, wind and hydropower energy output. This is the one thing. Then coming to the second point, the way of AI, how it contributes the 1 minute. Yeah, how this AI improves grid stability. AI helps integrate renewable energy sources, whether it is a solar, wind, or fuel, into the power grid for smoother operation. Okay, whenever the more power is going to generate from the grid, there's a renewable energy source, so we can integrate this solar or wind or fuel cell kind of renewable energy sources to the grid, and we can feed to the grid. Whenever there is no such kind of things, only some minimum small loads we can generate under such situations. So this AI take case, and only that this what we can say, based on the demand. If the demand on the grid is more, under such situation, with better AI techniques, we can extract the more and more power from the renewable, and we can fed back to the fed to the grid. Whenever it is not that kind of power is not there, then we can take from the grid. Such kind of things are possible. So in that way, we can improve the grid stability. Then coming to the third point, energy storage. AI manages, with respect to the energy storage, how this AI is important. With respect to this sector, energy storage, or with respect to this energy storage concept, how this AI is important. AI manages energy storage system. Energy storage system manages energy storage system like battery kind of things. So to store and release energy efficiently. Whenever it is not required, then it is going to store. Whenever it is required, it is going to deliver. Such kind of things are also efficient way possibly with the help of the implementation of this AI. Now coming to the fourth point, predictive maintenance. Predictive maintenance based on the, so that just every time take that by studying the data, in other way, by studying the conditions of that particular system, AI identifies potential equipment issues early. Any issues are there, it is going to identify early, reducing downtime. Instead of wasting the time, first it so okay, this kind of issues are if you run this equipment or if you run this machine for a long time, so this kind of issues are going to face. So that it will gives okay within this 1 hour or 10 minutes. So this kind of issues are going to take place. But according to that one, we will take some cooling mechanism or so more it is going to develop because of that one. So the production process is going to come down like that. If you warns na, then according to that one, so okay, when this problem is going to arise, what is the problem to arise that particular condition? So the more heat, so in order to reduce that heat, what is the cooling mechanism? So such kind of precautions we can follow, and we can reduce the downing time. So therefore, 24/7, if you want to operate your particular system or particular machine or particular industry, so for good production, so definitely that is possible with the help of this AI. Now coming to the demand supply balance, demand and supply balance according to the customer, like so the customer and the source and the load demand kind of things. AI forecasts energy demand and adjust the supply for grid stability. So the same thing, whenever the availability to generate more, then one way we are going to store and one way we are going to feed the grid, and grid in the sense the loads. So like that kind of things are also possible in case of the with the implementation of all such kind of demand and supply balance is perfectly possible with with the application or with the implementation of AI. Okay, fine. Now coming to the sixth point, efficiency in consumption. Efficiency in consumption. AI optimizes energy use in homes, industries, and businesses. How it is going to optimize? Suppose suppose if in one particular area you are not required power, you are not required lighting system, automatically if no one is not there, it is going some sensors we are going to keep with the help of this AI. So some sensors, so the sensors are going to sense here no one is not here, no power is required, then automatically it is going to off. If someone entered into that particular region, it sense okay something is there, some objectives we identified, here we require the lighting system. So according to that one, so it is going to so balance the energy efficiency consumption of the energy is going to take place here in that particular period. So this AI plays very important role. In that way, whenever we require the, then only we can use the power supply, otherwise energy, so otherwise we cannot, wastage of energy is going to come down. So that is the sixth point representation, or the sixth point gives. Now weather forecasting. So weather forecasting, based on the weather forecasting also, so the things are comes into the picture. Like AI analyzes weather patterns, so to improve renewable energy production forecasts. So according to that one, so based on the condition, how to extract the possible things, so that is possible by AI algorithms. Now coming to the eighth point, the thing is the cost reduction. AI improves operational efficiency, reducing the cost of the renewable energy generation. So definitely AI, because of the implementation of the wherever you take, not only the renewable implementation of AI. So initially we have to spend some in order to implement the this effective AI. Definitely, so the good algorithms or the effective algorithms are required to implement that one. So some good people are required. Only one time investment or okay some that fixed investment we are going to do, but for multiple works, by using for multiple works with some set of algorithms, we can get the more and more benefit. With less cost we can generate the more renewable. Then coming to the challenges of AI in renewable energy systems, what kind of challenges are there when suppose if we are going to implement this artificial intelligence with respect to this renewable energy sector, what kind of problems are there, what kind of challenges we are going to face with this AI. So that's why This center one is the challenges of renewable energy sources. Now, one by one, you can see simply key variable selection of parameter tuning in RE renewable energy systems. This is the one variable parameter, the key variable selection of the parameters. That's why I said if you take the one solar photovoltaic system, so the inputs for the solar photovoltaic system is the variables are nothing but the so your insolation. So the so sunlight in the sunlight temperature is there, insulation is there. Insulation may affect more on the current, and temperature will affect more on the voltage. So therefore, such kind of basic idea you should know. The candidate who knows how this solar photovoltaic works, what kind of parameters are going to affect the generation of the or the production of the electricity from the solar, if you know all the things, then only I can tune very easily. Suppose in case of the wind energy, so the velocity, wind velocity, and how that wind velocity will affect the power generation. In addition to the wind velocity, what other variables or what other parameters are going to vary, affect the production of that electricity? You know all that, and according to that one we can tune the so the parameters, and according to that one parameter tuning is nothing but that is possible by algorithms only, by writing the codes only. Okay, that is taken care. That knowledge is required, that knowledge is required. So simply with me A is there, with me A is there, but how to use that A if you don't know this this technical knowledge, wastage, waste thing only. If you want to develop, if you want to implement a perfect so that AI technique, so this knowledge is very important. Then coming to the second challenge is nothing but the modeling of various faults simultaneously. What kind of faults? If you take one grid power systems, so some power system stability, transient stability, steady state stability, all such kind of things you should know what kind of faults are going to take place, what are the reasons for that fault, how to overcome that faults. So okay, if you know that one, you can easily develop the models, and according to that one, so simultaneously, so this kind of like line to ground fault, line to line fault, and double line fault, triple line fault, such kind of things, if any severe faults are there, and if all such kind of information if you know, then according to that one all default conditions we can at a time we can by writing the code, and we can model by using the other platforms. So that is also, this is also one big challenge while you are doing this AI with respect to the renewable energy systems. Then stability and generalization in predictive modeling, this is also one important the challenging issue while you are implementing this AI. Then security and protection against the data breaches. So the data, collecting the data and keeping the data and protecting the data is also very, very important while do this one, the implementing this AI. Then performance and explainability issues, performance and explainability issues when so for everything finally energy storage and grid integration issues, when you are integrating something to the grid, what kind of problems will come. Simply we cannot, and please try to understand all my dear participants. So simply, sir, solar is there, solar panel is there, and grid is there, I can directly connect. No, not is, nothing is possible. So many technical issues are comes into picture, all that at the user end, at the source end, at the source end, definitely all should be taken care. And for that one so the basic knowledge is very, very important. So therefore all these issues, so for in order to understand the things, and so to face that kind of problems is very, very important. So while you are implementing, and further, suppose if I am doing some new thing and some introducing, if one new car, if I am introducing into the market, so definitely the customer, any customer will think by its own. So okay, the present in the present what kind of vehicles are available, what is the mileage, what is the cost, what kind of accessories are there. If I go with this new car, what kind of benefit I am going to financially, is there anything, any latest features are there, fuel consumption is less or more, if it is an electric vehicle, so how the battery, what is the backup, all these things we will calculate. So okay, here also, while we are implementing AI, so definitely any system does not give, and please try to understand, any system does not give 100% efficiency or 100% any system does not give advantages. So some disadvantages also should be there in any particular system. So that one way. So now coming to the AI in energy sector, what kind of things are possible with AI in energy sector? Now you can see this diagram. All these diagrams are, please try to understand. These are existing and I copied from somewhere else and for your explanation. So then coming to the artificial intelligence. So this bigger circle you can observe. So this is the artificial intelligence in the energy sector. So this big circle is the AI. Okay. With respect to the energy sector, what kind of things are possible? So coming to the planning, top one you can see plan. So this purple color you can observe. So with this AI, with the implement of with the integration or the implementation of AI, the planning kind of, this is a subsection. I can say in the energy sector, this is the one subsection, important subsection. Okay, sub area, important sub area. So planning. So if you implement this AI, so the efficient multiple battery usages is possible. If AI is there, the efficient multiple battery usage is possible. Production line optimization, the source production side, production line optimization is also possible. R- Routing of EVs charging points are also possible. So EV charging points are also possible. These many things are, these three importance with respect to the planning. So these three things are possible if AI is there. Then coming to the robotics. So with respect to this robotics sub area, which is the energy sector, one of the important subsection of this energy. So okay, what it does in the energy sector, what is the role of this robotics, and with respect to this robotics, what is the role of your AI? That is the question. So the drone powered fault detection, yes. So the robotics, so the fault detection. So in the energy sectors, faults are common. So okay, how can we identify the faults within a short period and in order to overcome that problem? So the drone powered fault detection is possible with the help of this AI. Solar cell production is possible. So accurate or optimized way. So the big production from the solar system is possible. Okay, with robotics and this AI and hydraulic turbine welding. So this is also possible with respect to this robotics. Then coming to the third important area of this energy sector, with respect to machine learning. With respect to this machine learning, by the implementation or with the association of this AI, so the RL control of EV charging is possible. So okay, electric grid management is possible. Failure prediction is also possible. We can easily predict the failures, and according to that one, the precautions we can take it. So that now coming to the last one, so the computer vision. So with respect to this area of the energy sector or this subsection, so with the help of this AI, solar potential geomapping is possible. Okay, different classification of the, so these computer visions are possible, and proactive geospatial monitoring is also possible with respect to this AI when it is implemented in the energy sector. So in some other way, this is I copied and this is also, so this is from other source I consider. I collected this one. And AI in the energy sector, like AI in the power grid. Sir, what is the role of AI in the power grid? Smart grids are possible. The combination of multiple sources we can get. Sector coupling is also possible with AI. Monitoring of the grid is also possible. Condition of maintenance of work, all these are possible. Whatever the points, like 4 points, like smart grids, the sector coupling, monitoring of the grid coordination of the maintenance work. All these are possible with respect to the power grid. These are the components. These are the issues with respect to the power grid. These issues we can easily resolve with the help of AI. Now coming to the AI in the virtual power plant. So okay, coordination with respect to the virtual power plant, coordination of decentralized plants and forecasts are possible. Now AI for power consumption. So smart home or smart meter. So okay, power consumption with respect to the power consumption. So instead of going every day and detecting the reading and taking the measure, so instead of that one, so with the help of the smartphone and smart meter, so the involvement of the human is going to minimize and accurate, and within a less time we can we can measure the power consumption with the implementation of the smart home and smart meter. That is possible with AI. Then AI in electricity trading, forecast, algorithm trading, monitoring trading, that are also possible with respect to the electric trading, forecast, algorithm trading, monitoring trading. These three areas are these three issues we can do with respect to the AI in electricity trading. Then coming to the energy policy and AI driven decision making. Energy policy and AI driven decision making with respect to this is our main topic of that one. So okay, energy policy and AI driven decision making. So what is the meaning of this one? So that is nothing but, so here this energy policy and AI driven decision making refers to the integration of artificial. What is mean by that one? So that is nothing but integration. We are integrating, we are implementing AI technologies in the creation. AI technology where you are implementing in the creation, in the implementation and optimization of energy policies. So that is nothing but the energy policy and AI driven decision making. That gives the meaning of that one is, that is nothing but the integration of, the meaning of that one is the integration of AI technologies in the creation, implementation and optimization of energy policies is nothing but, so the AI driven decision energy policy in AI and division maker. And AI can significantly enhances from the beginning onwards. What is the AI? No doubt in that one. Only few things are missing. With the help of the AI, so everything is going to get benefit. AI can significantly it increases the productivity, it increases the decision making processes in energy systems. AI can significantly enhance decision making processes in energy systems, helping policymakers to design more efficient, sustainable and cost effective energy strategies. All these advantage and all these are possible with the help of this AI. Okay, then coming to energy policy and AI driven decision making, continuation to that one. So here some points I mentioned, so that are the very important or the key points on energy policy and AI driven decision making. In shortly I made data driven decision. AI provides real time data for informed policy making. Okay, data driven decisions are possible. How? AI provides real time data. So whatever the real time data, such kind of data is going to provide for for informed policy making. Okay, fine. Optimizing energy mix. This is also how it is possible. Optimizing energy mix. AI helps design balanced energy strategies. Okay, then improved forecasting. What is the improved forecasting? Yeah, how with respect to this improved forecasting is possible? AI enhances energy demand and supply predictions. According to that one, improved forecasting is possible. By improved forecasting, AI do the energy demand and supply predictions. Supporting sustainability. How this is, AI tracks progressive towards green energy goals. What kind of still improvement? So pollution free generation, how the energy is possible, so with less cost, with less time. So that one always going to track towards the green energy goals. Next, smart grid management. Smart grid management. AI boosts. How it is? AI boosts grid efficiency and resiliency and cost optimization. How cost optimization? AI helps identify cost-effective energy solutions. Then regulatory monitoring. How it is regulatory monitoring? AI take cares. AI ensures compliance with energy laws and standards by adapting. AI next to scenario modeling. AI simulates policy outcomes for better planning. So in this way, AI simulates policy outcomes, everything before implementing in the real time, before implementing or before using this AI in the real time application, like with respect to the renewable solar or wind, everything. So everything before actual making of actual device, we are going to simulate such kind of simulation things are implemented by using this AI, and finally we are going to implement. Then only the optimize and more efficient things are possible. In summary, with respect to this AI role in energy sector and decision making in market. So okay, AI driven decision making enables a smarter, more effective energy policy by leveraging advanced. Yeah, this is the important word. You please try to keep in mind. AI driven decision making enables a smarter. How it is smarter? More effective. How it is more effective energy policy? By leveraging, by using, by adapting, by implementing advanced and effective algorithms. Advanced algorithm to analyze complex data, forecast future trends, and optimizes energy systems. Everything is the this algorithm only. Please try to coding. This leads to policies that are more adaptive, efficient, and aligned with uh, sustainability and cost reduction goals, helping countries meet their energy and climate targets. AI enhances the ability to forecast, monitor, and adapt policies dynamically to keep pace with the rapidly changing energy landscape. This is also very important. So, okay, adapt to policies dynamically to keep. So, okay, every day, why every moment, what is going to happen? And according to that one, so we need to update ourselves. And according to that one, so the AI also we need to improve. AI also we need to change, update. Then only our required things are comes into picture. So these are nothing but up to our this our today's topic concept. Now, now I am moving towards the so one research topic which we are working, which is a part of the renewable only. So here, why at this moment I would like to share this kind of things too, so the participants they may realize and they can do this literature survey in this direction. So it may useful for their research works. Actually, here what I did, so one of my student is doing this work. So the modeling and implementation of single switch based again DC to DC converters or PV and fuel cell applications. So okay, this DC to DC converters, again DC to DC converters for PV and fuel cell. PV and fuel cell are nothing but the renewable energy sources only. Then in that renewable energy sources, what is the role of this again DC to DC converters? So that one we are going to see now. Coming to this outline of this particular topic, introduction, literature review, problems identification, proposed again DC to DC converter, continuous conduction mode operation, voltage gain equation, then parasitic elements are considered, simulation results. So then conclusions and references I am going to cover quickly within the available time of 20 minutes. So okay, fine. Then Dr. Anil sir, everything is going well or any disturbances are there? Anything from you?
No problem, sir.
No problem. Everything is going well.
Okay, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Yeah. Now coming to the introduction of the SiGain DC to DC converter, solar PV integration. So first of all, this is the introduction. For generation of electricity, we are all aware, we are as an electrical candidate, we know how the generation of electricity is possible by conventional method, by regular. So the conventional energy sources are used like the thermal, hydro power plants, and so this one the nuclear power plants. Majority of the cases in our India, so the hydro and the thermal only earlier cases. Now the renewable energy is playing a very vital role. Okay, that is another thing. And however, these are the generation of electricity. The conventional energy sources are used. Okay, fine, but they are limited in nature. Okay, fine. This is very clearly we know. So the limited in source are limited in nature, and also they produce harmful gases. While you are running the for the production of electricity, if the thermal power plant is operating, what kind of issues are there? What kind of problems are there? You know very well. Okay, so therefore, in order to limited in nature, the sources are limited in nature, and there is a harmful gases production. So best way to mitigate this problem, to overcome this problem, is using renewable energy sources. In that direction, we thought long back, and now slowly we are generating. In the coming 10 years, so the majorly we are going to produce the generation, or we are going to produce this electricity by our renewable energy sources only. So the examples of renewable energy sources are nothing but solar and fuel cells. Then continuation of this introduction, but photovoltaic arrays produce low input voltage. This is the one big problem. How all these kind of things we have to study that one. So the photovoltaic arrays produce low input voltage. So therefore, a suitable step-up DC to DC converters are required. Okay, fine. No doubt, DC to DC converters are required. In between, from solar to one thing you please try to remember, always from solar photovoltaic system, the electricity what we are producing, that is the DC only. No doubt that is the DC. So, but all our domestic or the industry requires single phase and three phase. Definitely, we are going to use so the inverters and converters. So, okay, in order to step up this low input voltage, no doubt. So the step up means boost. If input is the low, then we can step up as per our requirement based on the design of the converter. The step up things are possible. Like if it is a 50, so the 400 or how many times based on the design of the converter, that kind of things are possible. That's why so the step up DC to DC converter is needed. Then coming to the conventional step up DC to DC converter such as boost. Already, sir, at the time of my BTech, I studied about this boost to buck converter, buck boost converter can be used. No doubt we can use wherever you require the boosting application. If low is there, if you want high, your requirement is high, no doubt we can use boost, we can use. But there is a voltage gain limit. So suppose 40 is there, I can increase up to so the 100 or 200 or 250 only. Not more than that one is possible. Suppose if I want so 40 to 400, that kind of things are not possible by these boost converters. So that's why I mentioned here their voltage gain limited due to parasitic elements. Parasitic elements in the sense any converter or inverter as an electrical candidate, we know that is nothing but that is the combination of the semiconductor devices and energy storage elements like resistor, inductor, and diodes. Okay, fine. So therefore, definitely the parasitic elements in the sense the internal resistance of the switches, the internal resistance of the capacitors, the internal resistance of the inductors, the internal resistance of the diodes are comes into picture. Because of that one, there is a voltage limit. So therefore, I gain isolated or non. In case of I gain also, so if you go through the literature, you will get isolated or non-isolated DC to DC converters are there. Is adapted in the intermediate stage to interface low voltage renewable energy sources with high voltage. Okay, fine. Thus, many researchers have come up with this very different technologies with respect to the development or design of the eigen DC to DC converter. That one we will see. Literature review. So I will go very quickly. Actually, we thought to do the work on the eigen converter, but simply we cannot. So first we have to see eigen converter. You decided one area. You decided eigen converter. Then in that eigen converter, I said two classifications like non-isolated and isolated. So that in that case, some papers relevant to your area, you have to search good papers like IEEE transaction papers. You have to take, and if you want to do either isolated or non-isolated, isolated and non-isolated. According to that one, you take the papers and what so at least 10 papers. What problems are there in that one? We have to identify, and that problems are nothing but your motivational problems. By that one, some objectives you have to develop, and to fulfill that problems, what kind of methods, new methods you are adapting, that are nothing but your contribution of the PhD. That's all. So here in that one, so in the non-isolated DC to DC converters, so isolated DC to DC converter, this is the one paper research paper we consider. In this one, this is the topology. So in this topology, we identified these are the main important features of this one. This converter, you see, this is the converter, this is the input, and this is the output. So this and input is how much he is giving author in this one. So the author is giving 400. Okay, fine. Output how much is getting 400. So 4 times. He is doing 4 times. So the output is 500 watts. He is designing for 500, and the switching frequency is 100, and the overall efficiency of the system is 94. Everything is fine. Then what is the problem? Advantages are the same circuit. So the gain is 1 plus D by 1 minus D, and the 2 switches are only used in the 2 switches require the same diversity. Here we can see this is the one switch S1 and S2. Only 2 switches we are using. So therefore, the generation of the pulses is also very easy. Reduce switching voltage, reduce switch voltage across this one. So voltage across the switches are also less with respect to again. These are the advantages, no doubt. But what is the gain? Gain is low. How you are telling 100 I am giving 400, only gain is low. 4 times it is boosting. Operates at that. Then this 100 to 400, in order to achieve that one, operates duty ratio is very high. Duty ratio D is equal to 0.6 per 100 to 400 with N is equal to 8 components. This one at D is equal to 0.6, gain is 4 only. This is the problems we identified. Now coming to the second work. So okay, this is the one non-isolated converter. In this non-isolated converter, so this converter features like this is the input and this is the output. Okay, fine. You can observe. Input I am giving 24, but output how much I am getting 350. 24 to 350 I am giving, and output power is the 500, like switching frequency and efficiency. These are the things. And advantage, this is the gain formula. All this you can get how the gain formula is this things like that. You can go through the papers and then only you will get some knowledge. Simple cell-based structure, like this is the one cell-based structure. So the voltage modulation circuit can be integrated to various structures. Okay, fine. Coming to the main drawback of the problem of this particular configuration. So D is equal to 0.758 required for 24 volts to 350. This 20 volts, if you want to boost or increase to 350, your duty ratio should be 0.758. When the duty ratio is more, duty ratio means on time by off total time. So therefore, the switch is turning on for more time. Okay, 75% of the total 100%. Therefore, the switching losses are comes into picture. So okay, at T is equal to 0.758, gain is this much. 14 here, 25 to 24 to 350, 14. 14 components I am using. More number of components, more cost. Complexity. So operates at high duty ratio, no common. These are the problems. Then coming to the third one. So these are the problem advantages. 3 plus D by 1 minus D. Voltage stress across the switch is less. Okay, advantage only. 2 switches require the same driver circuit. But coming to the disadvantage, no common ground. So okay, gain is low. How gain is low? Only 24 to 200. But I am using 14 components. But in the earlier work with 14 components, I am boosting 24 to 350. But here with 14 component, only 24 to 200. But here duty ratio is less. but gain is only small. That are the common ground problem is also there. Then coming to the another work, this is the configuration. Okay, fine. And this is the input is 24 and output is 350. According to that one, output and efficiency. Advantages, this is the gain formula. Gain formula is 2 by 1 minus the simple cell based structure. So, okay. And coming to the advantages, need several cells per HV, high voltage application. Several cells are required for high voltage, operates at high duty ratio. So, if duty ratio is equal to 0.629 to 9, when the duty ratio is this much, then only 24 to 350 is possible. That is also with 12 number of components. So all these are the disadvantage. Then from that literature, almost 5 6 papers I consider. Then from that papers, already XYZ candidates, some researchers they did. But in that one, what kind of problems are there? That I have to identify. How I will know? So first you have to read thoroughly that papers. Okay, that you have to simulate, then only you will get anyone. Suppose if I am publishing one particular work, I cannot say my problems, my drawbacks I cannot reveal only. But any system I am telling now, if any good system, some at least one or two problems are there, drawbacks. So that problems you need to identify. Suppose if you want to do the research on renewable or research on some inverter, research on some motor drives, whatever it is, first on which area. Here in case of the solar PV also many areas are there. One can concentrate on the MPPT algorithms, one can concentrate on the partial shading concept. In that partial shading also, so the circuit reconfiguration, cell reconfiguration, many things are there. That's why in case of the, in similar way, in case of the eigen converters also I identified. So the isolated and non-isolated converters, and among that isolated and non-isolated converters, so okay, I chosen the non-isolated converters. From that one, so some papers, those who are already, some papers already there in the literature or published work I consider, and I gone through that one thoroughly and simulated, and that problems I identified. So that problems are nothing but your motivation, problems identification. Many converters, those we discuss now, many converters which are discussed in literature are operating at high duty ratio. This is not good to achieve high voltage. That is not good. That is the one problem I identified. Some of the converters are using more number of components. Suppose I want to convert a 24 to 350, in so one researcher using 14, one researcher 12, like that. I want to, by using 10 only, I want to achieve that one. If it is possible, that is my contribution. And due to this system is bulky, if you are using more components, no doubt more space complexity and weight is also going to increase. Operates at low frequency. The voltage and current stresses of semiconductor devices are more when fewer components are used. Okay, stresses are more when fewer components are used. Then several converters have discontinuous input current. This is also one drawback. To overcome the above mentioned these 4 problems I identified. These 4 problems are nothing but my research objectives. To overcome above mentioned problems, a novel. Novel means you cannot use every time. Novel means that is a new, which is not, which does not existing, which does not exist. Then only we can use that word novel. Proposed also you cannot use. This is my proposed converter. You cannot say. If it is proposed by you, then only you can claim this is my proposed converter. Otherwise, you can say modified converter or whatever it is, according to your that thing. A novel eigenconverter is proposed. What is that one? This is the converter. This is nowhere else is not existing. This kind of converter we implemented. Here you can see only one switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 diodes, 5 diodes, 1, 2, 3 inductors, 1, 2, 2 capacitors, like that. When we use input like 48 something we are giving, and 380 something we are getting. So this conversion, this entire mediator is going to take care by this converter. Different modes of operations are there. Now I am not going to explain that one. So currents also, these are the theoretical waveforms, like only one switch is when the switch is on, how the voltage across the inductor 1, 2, 1, 2, and 3, and current through the inductor 1 and 2, like that modes of operations I mentioned. Then you see, these are the ideal. This diagram, it looks like ideal, but practically speaking, in the MATLAB Simulink, you will get all these components. That is nothing but the ideal model. But really speaking, practically, every ideal things are not possible. Okay. So inductor has its internal resistance, its own internal resistance. Capacitor has its own internal resistance. Diode has its own internal resistance. Switch has its some internal resistance. So this, with this one, if you include all this and you make that one gives the parasitic model. Elements are considered. So this one. For this one also, we have to use the volt to second balance equation and KVL KCLs. Finally, we develop one gain equation. That one I did not mention here, but you will get one gain equation. Like this, the gain formula. How you got for this one? Lot of mathematical analysis we need to do, and for this one, this is the gain formula. So that's why voltage gain equation, when parasitic elements are used, this is the one. Ideal, when these are not there, is different. And now coming to the voltage gain and duty ratio. Voltage gain and duty ratio. What is the relation between the voltage gain and duty ratio? So this red colored one is the voltage gain with parasitic elements are considered. When internal resistance is considered, ideal voltage gain. You can observe from this graph. This the x-axis is the duty ratio and y-axis is the voltage gain. Slowly, when I am increasing the duty ratio, so the ideal one is after duty ratio of 0.6. When I am increasing this one, so your gain is also increasing. When I am increasing that one, infinite gain I can get. But whereas in case of the parasitic, so the voltage gain of the same circuit of parasitic, I cannot get, the gain is limited to this one. So gain is limited to this much only. But whereas this blue broken line, that is nothing but the ideal. So here in case of the practical, whatever the proposed converter, the gain is limited. The gain is maximum for 0.8. That gain is also, so 110 times something 130 is possible. And after 0.8, if you are increasing duty ratio, this gain is also going to come down. Like that. So these are the parameter designs. Like the major role is the inductor and capacitor design. So this kind of equations we need to use. And for the simulation work we did, 0.8 volts we consider and 380 we are getting. So this is nothing but the 500 watts for 500 watts we design. And these are the all the inductor values and capacitor values for the simulation. And instead, both things are possible. In case of MATLAB Simulink also we can do, or in case of the PSIM. So for small converter circuits, the best platform and the easiest platform is this one, the PSIM. So that's why PSIM we used, and we simulated, and these are the results, experimental simulation results. You see, so around 48 I am giving this bottom one. You can see both input and output are there in this graph. So okay, 48 I am giving and 380 I am getting output. So these are the voltages across the diode 1, diode 2, and this is a separately. So output, if I want to see, this is the output voltage, this is the output current. So therefore, you multiply 380 with 1.25, so you will get the 500 watts. I designed my converter for 500 watts. Whichever load requires 500, I can use this one. So these are the duty ratio plot, switch on and off like that, and voltage across the switch, voltage across the diode, and these are the voltage across the inductor 1, 2, 3, and like this neatly, and results if you are according to the desired things, or if your circuit is giving results in this way neatly, we have to present. All these things are done by my PhD students. So like this, these are the inductor currents. Then another thing also we tested with respect to this one. This is only we designed. And another thing, what is that one? When the line regulation, figure 12, this is the figure 12, left hand side line regulation, and this is the load regulation. What is the line regulation? Line means input, supply. When I am changing the supply, like first for this period, so from year to year, 48 I am applying. Then suddenly from year to this point, suddenly I am decreasing the voltage from year to this, from this much time I applied only 44. and suddenly I'm increasing like that. Even though when I am changing the input or when I am changing the source input voltage, so your V out, so here always on our average, you see from year to year 480 here we are getting. So it is giving our required output voltage. Okay, fine. Then another thing also I tested, load regulation. When I am changing the output, load I am changing. Like load requirement is the 1.32 something here current. Load is current only. Demand, it demands the power. Current is the 1.3. Then suddenly I decrease the current to 1.05. Then again I increases suddenly. So even though the load is changing, it always maintains the required voltage of 380. Like that, we have to test, and we compared with all other existing things, and it is giving good results. And comparative analysis here, like this, how your system, what is your contribution, how your system is better. We have to compare with all these papers. We compared all these XYZ research works. We compared, and we claim yes, with low duty ratio, with this red colored, with low duty ratio, my converter is giving good gain. This is my claim. So, like conclusions. So, with respect to this eigenn converter, the novel eigenn converter has the following advantages as compared to existing. Eigenns are attained with less number of switches. Eigen is obtained with lower duty ratios. Switching losses are less. Only one switch I used, but whereas other existing authors they used 2 and 3, not more than that one. But I used only one switch. So gain is achieved to easy transformer. The overall cost is low, higher power density, high efficiency, common ground, input current continuous. All these are the merits of the converter, and these are the references. Okay, thank you. I think in time I completed. So sorry at the last. So this is only to create some kind of motivation among you. So okay, Dr. Anil. So
Sir, no problem, sir.
these are the
Sir,
things.
thank you, sir.
Yeah, welcome. So how it
Sir.
was? How it was, participants, please.
Any questions?
So Dr. Anil, how many participants are there? Actually, I don't know.
Sir, actually, above 100 members, sir. But, okay, sir. Above 100 members, actually.
Okay.
Sir.
Yeah.
So, please post any doubt in chat box.
Yeah, if it is possible, now you can ask, or otherwise also you can post to my WhatsApp number. Okay.
Okay.
And
Okay, sir.
sir will provide, and this material also I am going to share to so your program coordinator and head of the department to Dr. Anil. I am going to share. Okay. So sir will take care. Actually,
Okay,
very busy schedules are going on here, the results meeting and all that. But I
Yes,
forgot this one also. Yesterday only you reminded me. Then, so according to that one, I prepared this one, and today I delivered.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable presentation about energy policy and AI-driven decision making, and the importance of AI and solar system designing, and design of is a solar system for parameter variations, and also importance of is a converter in energy source conversion. So, and importance of is a buck boost converters and inverters, and the simulation MATLAB session also is a valuable, sir. Thank you, sir. Thank you for your valuable presentation.
So it's my great pleasure to participate as a resource person in this particular 6-day workshop. So always welcome Dr. Anil and the Jayamukhi College of Management. If anything are there, I will do my level best to the benefit of any candidate. Thank you.
Sir, your session is more useful, sir.
So thank you. Actually, if other things are possible, don't think even though whether it is a workshop or not, if you give and some time and you tell me definitely very good things which are very useful. Why? Because I also came from the private colleges. I know the situation, how the faculty members are facing the problems. I know. So
Yes,
for
sir.
them, if you want to plan, you talk with our principal madam, Janaki madam, and
Yes.
you can plan it, and I will definitely do better presentations for the benefit of our participants. No doubt in
Okay,
that.
sir.
Yeah,
Thank you, sir.
you're welcome. Now, can I leave the session,
Oh,
Dr. Anil?
okay, sir. Leave the session, sir.
Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you, Evans.
Now I heartily welcome Dr. Ranjit Kumar, sir, the session 10th resource person. All the participants, good evening once again. Now I heartily welcome all to the